Welcome back to Stock Market Mindset with Slick the Trader. What up? This is going to be a quick video on how to detach or get just the auto trader, the active trader, and your price ladder. So you can put it next to your TOS charts if you got big enough screen space, right? There's two ways you could do it, right? If you choose to use like Flex Grid and all of that, and you got these up here and you've, made different templates and layouts for your charts. All you gotta do is go to this. You can remove this if you're not gonna be using TOS charts and you're gonna be using your actual charts from TradingView, which I do. And then you just can come down here and minimize it, right? And then you got room to add some more charts here, whatever you choose to do. It's also a few different ways you can do it. You can actually detach it from the actual, what's the name, right? And you'll get that, right? And then you can just minimize this down and have this, right? And then you can also pin it, so you ain't got to worry about it moving, right? So it'll be pinned there. So when you go and change some things, you ain't got to worry about it. Then you can just slim it down however you want to do it. You can go in here and, customize what you want on there, right? I take most of the stuff off. You can see what I got here. I got all my buy, sell buttons, different things like that. You can add them. Click add. It'll move it over. You can organize them however you want it. Move them there, move them here. Click OK, and boom, they'll change. You can go into here, change how many contracts you want, where it's just quick and you can get to it. Or if you're trading equities, obviously you can make it a couple hundred shares, whatever the case may be, stuff like that. What else do I do? I always got position summary on. I always got the same active trader ladder and chart crosshairs. I always keep that on even though I'm not using them. And obviously you can go in there and add these things also, right? Like that's how I get that price of my profit, like where I'm at on the open. I add that, it's already there. Or you can remove them. You can remove what you don't want on there, stuff like that. And then boom, it's right there next to your charts, right? That's one of the ways you can do it. I'll bring this back up. Or like I said, while you're in here, like I said, you get detach. And also, you can go to gadgets, and that's how you add different things. So if you did want a chart there, obviously you could put it there and move that around. And you can have multiple charts. Maybe you just want your ladder or whatever. Or maybe you want the options chart there, right? And you can slide this over and just have it small, and then that'll be whatever option that you're trading, of course. And we can go to the new contracts here. I should say we picked that there. That's what would be there, obviously. I don't know why I just did that, but whatever. There we go. And boom, that'll be a new contract, and then that chart will be there. Obviously, that data's not up because the market's not open, but it's quite simple. All right, that's one of the ways you can do it. You can go to charts, and you can go up here if you're going to use charts and minimize it to one window. That's the one. You pick active trader, right? You can have levels at the bottom if you like, different dashboards, right? You want that on there, and you just click them. Time and sales can go there. Click that off. Click level 2 off, and you can also click dashboard off and just have active trader. If you don't have active trader, look like that, or you can have that with the chart if you want the options chart. And me personally, I just minimize it down to here where it's small, and I can add another chart. Or sometimes I sit and watch TV. My screen is pretty big. I'm only recording a certain portion of it, but that is basically how you do it. I hope that makes sense. Somebody did in the comment request a video on it, so it's pretty simple. Like you can do it this way, minimize it, and then I just straight get to my options from here, right? I type it in. Just say I want to get the SPY options. Well, there we go. So I want to say SPY options here, right? And I click on. Well, I don't know why it's not clicking on SPY. What is going on here? Oh, there we go. So, like I said, you can go. You even can see your position right there, but you go to SPY options, and then you can go to whatever date it is, and boom, that'll be, the price of those SPY options will be right there. So you don't even got to go into, monitor and stuff like that to get to your options. You can get it directly from here. Then you can set up where you want your strike price and how many of them you want it to show. Let's just say you ain't want all of them to show, so it'll show you that, and obviously it'll show you what's in the money and what's not. Different things like that. So it makes your life a whole lot easier. Obviously, you can set profit targets and take profits and things like that when you go into templates. I ain't really getting into that right now, but it's just that simple. So if you use this one, which is on charts, you use charts instead of flex grid, you get that, right? So let's just say you want to, you know, you can add charts, get rid of charts, whatever you choose to do, right? However you choose to do it. And sometimes you gotta stretch it back. Oh, I'm just trying to get it to work for me today, but why is it not working? But anyway, like I said, I showed it in the first part. Just that simple. Minimize it out or stretch it out however far you want it. It's on deck. It's right there next to you. What's the name? It's probably out of the recording view right now, but just that simple. Nothing crazy. Like I said, you can go in there and detach it. Maybe you're trading two different options. And you're looking at some other things. So, well, you can minimize that down. And then you can have two of them, right? So I'm going to pin that there so I ain't got to worry about that moving. And you can move this here. So maybe you're trading two different things. Maybe you're trading SPY and what's the name, and you can just set them both next to each other so you can watch both of your trades at the same time, right? Just that simple, right? So let me move this in the view and put that right there. So now you can be trading a SPY option and a QQQ option at the same time, or futures and QQQ at the same time, however you choose to do it. I hope you're able to actually see that. And yeah, just that simple. Hope this makes sense. Please like and subscribe. Just a quick video off top of the dome.